What's up everyone, Jason from JB Watch Mods back here with another build, and today I'm excited because this is a build I've wanted to do for quite some time. Now we're going to be building a homage to the Bluesy. Now if you don't know what watch that is, I'll put a picture up here for you. But we're not just building any old Bluesy, we're doing it with a bit of a twist. Now let's jump in and I'll show you what I've got in store. Alright guys, so here we have our parts list. Now the twist that we are doing today is we're doing a vintage style Bluesy. So what makes it vintage style is this case. Now the difference with the case is we've got a domed acrylic crystal. So you can see the light kind of playing off the acrylic there. Super cool. Just really like that acrylic crystal. And we've got drilled lugs on this as well. So that's kind of the main two differences. It's a 39.5mm case as well, so just a touch smaller. Still got the screw down crown, screw down case back. And we've got a sliding bezel on this one, so it slides, doesn't click. So it's a bi-directional sliding bezel, which is cool as well. So that's our case. We have the two-tone bracelet to match it, Jubilee style, which is nice. Our dial, got this lovely dark navy sunburst blue Seiko dial with gold accents on it, which is going to match beautifully. We're using our gold Mercedes handset. We have a lovely deep blue bezel insert as well, so this is going to pair with the dial really nicely. This is a slightly thinner bezel insert as well than what you get on your regular 40mm Submariner case. And lastly, we have our trusted NH35 movement. So I'll get my little finger condoms on and then we'll get started. So first things first, we'll get the dial ready to pair to the movement. So in order to do that, we need to trim the little feet on the back of the dial. So let's just do that real quick. Just using our side cutters. We'll just use a screwdriver, just file the little knobs left on the dial there. So luckily this material is quite soft on the dial, so the feet come off really easily with just a few twists on the side cutters. And then I'll just use the knurling on the back of your screwdriver just to file down those little knobs. Just because I've just got this up with me quickly, but a file is definitely the ideal tool. And once they're filed down, we'll just give it a bit of a blowout, blow any metal filings off. And we can put the two together. Just like that. So now that that is fitted, we'll rotate our crown over just till the date flicks over, and then we know we're at 12 o'clock on the movement and we can get ready to fit our hands. So it's just starting to rotate there, you can see. So we'll go real slow. And it flicked over. So now we know we're at 12 o'clock on the movement. We can get ready to put the handset on. So I always find that the best way to do the handset is to get the hands up elevated and not at eye level. So I've got this little table that I picked up and it's just perfect for setting the hands. So the thing I like about this hand press is that once I've got the tip on there, I can just put the dial and movement directly under it, so I know that's in the right position. So now I'm free with this hand just to concentrate on where I'm placing it, and all I need to do with this hand is just apply a bit of pressure. So for me, this makes it a lot easier. So that's a minute hand on. I just use the Rotico I've got here, and I can just dab at it, and it just cleans any marks off the hands. So we'll just check it, make sure we've got good clearance everywhere. I'll rotate it over and make sure that the date flicks over in the correct position as well. Which it does. So that's the hour and minute hand on, so we'll do the second hand now. Now the way I place my handset is I've got this bit of Rotico, which is like blue tack, and I just put my hand in the end of it, so that way I don't leave any marks on the hands and it comes out nice and easy. So I found this is the best way for me personally to set the hands. And just like that, we're done. So we'll wind it, make sure it's all good, and then we can continue on to the next step. So perfect, our hand's working as it should be. We've got no clearance issues, so now we can get ready to put this into the case. Okay, so now our hands are fitted to our dial, we can get ready to pop it into the case. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this crown stem from our dial. Let's pop that there. And now we'll prepare this to clean. So to do that, I'll get my trusty lens pen, take the case back off, remove the gasket. So we'll just give it a blowout first, get all the main debris out. Move this out of the way. So this just gets the main big bits of dust out. And we'll go in with our lens pen. And just gently go over the surfaces. Trying to see any fingerprints or any bits of dust that we may have missed. Really just want to take your time at this part because you don't want any dust or any fingerprints, especially underneath the crystal. That will just annoy you. So I always try and clean the top as thoroughly as possible. That way I can see if there's any imperfections underneath the crystal. If there are none, I don't touch the bottom of the crystal to leave it as clean as possible. I don't like to touch it if I don't have to, so I try and clean the top as best I can. Make sure it's all good, and then don't touch the underside unless I have to. So it looks all clean to me, I can't see anything. So we'll get our dial, give it one last blowout, just to make sure there's nothing on there. And we'll pop the two together. Just like that. How cool does that look? I love how the light kind of plays off the acrylic on that angle there. You get this bit of distortion on the dial. Looks awesome. Alright, now we'll fit our crown. Now that means we have to cut our crown stem, so We'll get our new crown. I'll just get a cloth to pop this on. One thing with the acrylic crystal is they scratch and mark a lot easier than the sapphire. So that's one drawback of having the acrylic, is that it will scratch and mark a lot easier than your sapphire crystal, but also a lot easier to polish off. You can even use a bit of car polish, rub it on there, and most of the time, if it's just light scratches, it'll come off. So I'll just pop that on there for now. We'll get our new crown out, crown stem, sorry. This will come with the NH35 movement that you buy. Now I've got a template that I use, which is cut around 15mm long. So I'll just match my new crown stem up to my template just to cut it. And I always just try and cut it a little bit longer, because there's no harm done if you cut it too long. So because they're quite thin, you can just use a pair of side cutters to cut your crown stem. Screw our crown on and give it a test. See how it looks. See if it fits. So the way you test it, you push it in, pull it out, make sure it doesn't come out. That means it's in the movement correctly. And then we'll screw it down. And that is screwed flush to the case. So first time lucky on this one. So now what I'll do is I'll just pull it back out, put some Loctite on there, and then we'll reinsert it and it's good to go. It's always nice when it's one shot. But that is the benefit of having templates, so I can just match it up and cut it nice and quickly and know that I'm going to be in the ballpark. I'll take our crown back off. We've got our Loctite. Now this is just so that the crown and crown stem do not come apart, because if they do, if the crown comes loose from the stem, you'll have issues with your watch not working correctly. Or it'll work, but you won't be able to change the time or set the date or anything like that. So we'll just use a bit of Loctite on there just so to keep the two nice and tight without them coming loose. Alright, and just wipe off any excess. So that is all done. So we can now fit this to a movement. Just test it one last time. And it's done. Perfect. So now the next step is to fit our case back. So we've got our lubricant, it's our silicone grease. We'll just pop our gasket in like so. Shut the lid, give it a bit of a twist. That lubricates up the gasket. We can pop it in. Now lubricating the gasket's quite important because it helps keep the water resistance of the watch. It just gives a bit of a grease barrier, so no water can get in. Okay, run that in by hand. Then we'll use our case back tool to properly tighten it down. So there we have it. Case back all on. Now what we can do is we can fit our bezel insert. So it's a quite easy process. As you can see, there's nothing on the back of the bezel insert. The tape is already, double-sided tape's already applied on the bezel here, so all we need to do is remove this protective layer with our screwdriver. Our tape's on there already, so just go ahead and line this up and pop it on. Just make sure it's nice and lined up before we press it down, although it doesn't matter with this one so much because it's a sliding bezel. Just use our cloth to press it down. We'll just rotate our bezel, make sure it's still functioning, which it is. So perfect. Alright, that looks amazing. I love it. So cool. Alright, let's get the bracelet on so we can have a look what it looks like. Alright, watch is done. This is what it looks like. Now, what do you guys think about two-tone watches? I know there's a bit of a love-hate relationship with them. Was never a fan, but they've just really grown on me over the last few years. Now I love them. What do you guys think? Love or hate them? This watch will be for sale, so if you're interested in purchasing it, jump over to our website, which is jbwatchmods.com.au. and you can pick up a watch like this for yourself. Or if you do want to build one like this, I'll leave all the parts linked in the description below, so you can pick up all the parts and make one for yourself. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button, give us a subscribe while you're there as well. Really helps the channel grow, so really appreciate all the support from everyone watching and joining our journey. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you, and we will see you on the next build. Cheers.